It's good to see you again.
It's great to have you on, brother.
It's been a minute, huh?
I've been apologizing to everybody for this interview that's about to go down, but this is the book, and I was a big fan of the Crue book, the Neil Strauss book.
Yeah.
But dude, this book, and there's some rock stars right now writing books. This is the book that you wish they would write. Like, you didn't hold back at all.
True.
That I noticed.
True.
Was it? I mean, your life has just been. I mean, it's been crazy.
Bananas.
Bananas, just from being born in Greece and just being in a band that, like Motley Crue, and I mean, how do you even sit down to write this sort of thing? And you started off well, by the way, and then I'll let you talk. It starts off with you and your penis having a conversation. Do you talk often?
Oh yeah, for sure. All the time. Doesn't everybody? Don't you? Come on,
Show
buddy.
of hands?
Come on, don't let me down now, buddy. Come on. No, I'm not the only one. I know I'm not.
But what a crazy, crazy... What made you even want to write this thing?
I recently just turned 42, and I had, you know, about a year off in between tours and records. So I was like, you know, maybe now would be a really good time to write a book. And I believe misconception is one of my worst enemies by far, because, you know, the things that people see in the press are just little blips and pieces, and a lot of it's untrue, and very little of it's true. And it just felt like, and I wasn't interested in writing some fluffed up autobiography,
right,
or a you know, a chronological autobiography. I really wanted to kind of break the mold, and obviously starting out with me having conversations with my penis would be a way to break the mold.
It's unbelievable. It was definitely a nice conversation the two of you had.
Yeah, and I figured this would be a good time to just lay it all out there. And then maybe I won't have to answer any more stupid questions, because I get asked a lot of stupid questions.
Right. I have 6 in a row.
Excellent. Excellent.
You offer up some of your love tips and suggestions. Surprised by some of the things I read in here. That one of which was you highly recommend larger women, big girls.
Yeah, I mean they're fun. I like all sizes and shapes of women.
What is it about the larger woman that you seem?
I don't know. For some reason, the experience.
Is it just sex?
Excuse me?
The sex? Oh,
yeah. They just seem wilder. Like, it's almost like they don't get to play a lot or something. I'm not sure what that is. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm with you.
No, but I'm with you. I don't know. They're just a little crazier. They're a lot of fun.
Have you slept with all kinds of women?
Kinda.
Do you have a choice that you've stuck to, like a penthouse type chick or a porn star, or are you just like equal opportunity sex from your rock and roll life?
Yeah, equal opportunity. And right now, like you would think I have a preference for blondes because of my last 2 wives, but I actually don't. That just kind of worked out that way.
Right.
I actually prefer the dark, exotic, brown, dark-haired, you know, Brazilian.
Right.
Yeah.
You've had sex with a lot of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
Now, you're also against threesomes, which I found interesting.
Yeah, I am.
What's the problem with threesomes?
Well, unless there's some hybrid male out there that I don't know about, someone's left out.
Right.
Right?
I don't know.
Come on.
I'm assuming so. Yeah, it makes sense. You should have, like, it should just be even numbers.
Sure. So,
like a 16-some. So everybody's...
Yeah, so nobody's left out. That's the terrible thing when someone's sitting there by themselves.
What's the most girls you've been with at once?
At once?
Yeah. Have you just been in a full-blown orgy where the room's going crazy?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Really?
Yeah, and these days I'm doing everything I haven't done yet. That's on my list.
You are right now, really?
Yes,
At
sir.
42.
Yes,
What's
sir.
left out? That's one of them? What else? What are you looking forward to conquering? Sex-wise?
I haven't been to Egypt. I want to go stand at the top of some pyramid, play drums in Zimbabwe.
And have sex on the pyramid.
Right. I haven't done that yet.
You haven't. You should do that. I'm not sure if you actually know this, but many of us have seen you have sex. There's a tape that leaked with you having sex with Pamela Anderson.
I know.
You look like you know what you're doing, but $77 million, that thing?
Yeah, that's the Wall Street Journal report.
Do you get that money?
Well, we didn't get a dime of that. Not 1 penny.
That's crazy. How?
Well, I don't know. We fought in court, and the judges denied us, and we took it to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court.
Your sex tape went to the Supreme Court?
It was crazy, and they deemed it newsworthy. How?
Right.
How is having sex with your wife?
I think it was your size made it newsworthy. It wasn't just average; it was newsworthy.
That's just crazy. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of.
And you really paved the way for these other sex tapes, because like Paris, like her tape, she I think made herself director. We were talking about, and she can like make money off it now. And
wow.
You're like the Jackie Robinson of sex tapes.
Wow. I'm honored. I'm honored. No, when that came out, I was like, finally, somebody else can take it. Here, go, run with it.
Can I just ask how that got out? I mean, you just think if you have this thing, you just lock it crazily in a safe or something.
Pamela and I were, we were remodeling our entire house, and the people that were working on it suggested we put all of our valuables in a safe.
Right.
So we locked everything up because the house is pretty much open and being torn apart. We went to London, excuse me, to celebrate Christmas.
Right.
Came back from London, and I was going down to get something out of the safe, and it was hidden behind a big roll of carpet, the carpeted wall, and excuse me, and I went back behind the carpet, and the entire safe was gone with all of our stuff, like cameras, watches, there was guns, there was
the sex tape,
the tape,
right.
Wedding photo, everything, all of
crazy.
Our memorabilia.
Inside job?
We think so, and we don't know for sure. But the entire safe was gone, so.
Right. I guess you can't really, there's nothing else you could do, you know.
Yeah, and it's not like a little safe. This thing was about the size of a fridge, empty. Right. It weighed 500 pounds, so it had to take a few guys and a dolly.
That is crazy.
It's bananas.
This book is so, I mean, the book speaks to basically being in a rock band and living the rock and roll lifestyle is awesome. What would you like for just like some 16-year-old dude that idolizes you? What do you want him to read about this book and the craziness in your life and take away from it?
Well, along with, the crazy stuff that's in there, there's also a bunch of things that I've been through, particularly some of the bad things in my life. And there's some information in there that just really helped sort of change.
Like a drug thing, or like behavior in jail, stuff like that?
Yeah, there's some jail time stuff in there. There's some books that I read that absolutely opened my eyes to a bunch of new stuff. So there's some stuff to take out of there. Sort of a smorgasbord, just sort of pick and choose what you'd like to take away from it. But there's plenty in there to take away.
Right. Can I ask you, I want to mention, I know we can't talk about it, but the premise that Tommy's doing for a new reality show, it's on NBC?
Yeah, NBC.
Is Tommy going back to college? Right?
No,
Is that the deal?
not going back, never been.
Right, okay.
My first
never
time.
been. Right.
Never been.
Going to college.
Well, I got a record deal when I was 17 in my senior year of high school. So.
But you're shooting this thing, and I don't know how much you can say about it, but that seems, and it's not just like a week, like you're enrolled back into school or something? What can you say about it?
I'm in, you just picture this and your mind will go with all the details. But it's fish out of water, rock star, goes to college, dropped off in middle America, Lincoln, Nebraska. And so you can just imagine.
And goes and lives there.
Oh yeah, I'm living in.
And are you banging college chicks? I forgot you people were here.
Yeah, I know.
I was about to order another beer, too. Yeah. What, did they air this show?
Let me get the show off the ground first.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I mean, are you being you? I mean, are you having a good time?
Oh yeah, I'm studying.
All right.
I got a really.
No, you're studying. You're not studying.
For real, I'm taking tests.
Really?
The whole
What are
deal.
you studying? Taking it. What was the last test you took?
I took a horticulture test.
Really?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And what kind of student are you? You doing good?
I believe I aced the test. When I get back there, I'm leaving to
And you
go
sit
tomorrow.
in class and take notes and then go home and study?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And then bang the girls, then go back up to study and the computer?
Yeah,
you going to frat parties and stuff?
Yes, going to frat parties.
They must be boring to you considering the parties that you've thrown and been to.
No, I actually saw something I've seen which blew my mind. I didn't know this existed. It's called keg tipping. Do you know what that is?
I mean, I can imagine, but what is it?
Well, you hang on to the edge of the keg, right? And you put the nozzle in your mouth and you pump it. And you take the person. We took this girl. She was up. When you take her by her ankles and you tip them upside down and they drink the beer upside down. It's a fantastic little sport.
Keg tipping?
Keg tipping.
That's fantastic.
Yes, it is. It's
one of the many things. We'll come back and let's talk more about that show.
Cool.
And dude, this book rules. Seriously,
Awesome,
you did
man.
a really good job with it.
Thank
It's
you.
a lot of
By
fun.
the way, New York Times bestseller. Boom.
Right there.
Thank you very much. No, it
Right
is.
here.
It just entered. I'm so pumped.
Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll, New York Times bestseller.
Yes.
Tommy Lee. We'll be right back with Ray LaMontagne. I'm sorry, Ray LaMontagne when we get back. Brother, did you rule?